Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to go over a major update and a deal on what has quickly become one of the more popular games on PC in the entire market, and that is Peak. Honestly, a little bit humorous as to how big this game has gone. I remember when it initially came out, and there are a lot of games like Peak, and I put Schedule 1 in there as well, where I wasn't well aware of those games ahead of them coming out, but then they came out and I became aware of them pretty quickly. If you cover video games on the internet, you become aware of games like this, or you should become aware of games like this. Honestly, I should have probably been aware of both games prior to them coming out, Schedule 1 especially, but became aware of them, and obviously you keep tabs on them. But Peak, you notice there was this kind of slow growth with the game. Not even slow, it was pretty quick after it came out, and that's probably the biggest indicator that a game is really clicking with an audience. And you know, credit to them, they brought it out at a great price point, and now it's got a major update dropping as well. Another game has a free update that I'll get to at the end of this video. It's a game that is pretty cool. The price point's a little high, but, you know, we'll get to that at the end. But Peak, the Mesa update is available now. New biome, new items, new badges, it's Peak. 38% off is the game at $4.95. This was the discount that was available as a launch discount for the game, which, you know, when a game gets this much traction and attention and it's priced at literally $5 right out the gate. I get that it's $8, but the launch discount was available, and it was a sizable discount, 38% off. I actually think that's quite smart in that you have a launch discount, and a lot of the times the launch discounts are 10% off, 20% off, but a 38% off launch, like, that's a sizable discount that does instill a little bit of FOMO, I feel. And on top of that, it was a game that really caught wind, and a lot of people played it, and then they see their friends playing it, and it's very easy to gain, I shouldn't say easy, but it's very effective in gaining momentum like that. I just think everything came together really nicely, and it is a co-op title. But the Mesa update is available now. We're excited to finally drop the Mesa on an island near you. Explore the sandy terrain under the blistering sun. There are plenty of areas to find shade, and quite a few mysteries lie within. And yes, this is a free update to the game. Patch notes have dropped added a new biome that replaces the Alpine, the Mesa. The Mesa will be present in every run for the next week, after which future maps will rotate randomly between the Mesa and the Alpine. 10 new badges to collect. Several new items were added: balloon, scout cannon, parasol, sunscreen, aloe vera, and dynamite, all available as well. New options, new balance updates, bug fixes, and alongside the Mesa update, they're doing a quest together with Discord. And future content updates, they're being transparent. A lot of you are asking about future updates, and to be as honest as possible, we aren't quite sure yet. We don't want to promise a bunch of stuff and not deliver, but we will continue to update the community on what we're cooking as soon as we can. At this stage, keep expecting bug and stability patches for now. The game has been a resounding success, and the game was published by Aggro Crab, who also published Another Crab's Treasure, which became a relatively notable success. It was a little bit pricier at a $30 price point, I believe it was, but Peak has definitely sold more copies, although, you know, Peak is also a cheaper game. I don't know if the development costs were lower, it probably was, but I love the art style to the game. It's got a great look to it that's very reminiscent of, like, a lot of Nintendo games to me. But yeah, $4.95 on that, and right now the Steam concurrent player count is 93,000, which for a game that came out 2 months ago, yes, it just got this notable update, but it came out 2 months ago. That's a very successful number. It was cracking 100K, and again, a game that's a smaller scale release like this, cracking 100K like this, that's already incredibly impressive. So good stuff there with Peak. Moving on from that, you know, this game definitely did not get as much attention as Peak last year when it came out, but a game that I think a lot of people will end up enjoying if you know what you're getting yourself into. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. It is available on Xbox Game Pass. I know not all of you are into Game Pass, but that's probably the best way to play the game at this point, given that it's still $50, and I wouldn't recommend spending $50 on it. It would have been great if there was like a launch discount of this free update and dropping it by 30%, but it's also releasing for the first time on PlayStation 5 today, so I don't know if it's an instance of them not wanting to show that the PC and Xbox releases would be cheaper than the PlayStation 5 release. I don't know, just throwing that out there, but I don't think people should be spending $50 on it. Your best bet is to play it through Game Pass for now, or wait for it to see a little bit of a discount, and then I do think it'll be a decent buy. But I wouldn't be spending $50 on it, but there is this Enhanced Edition update. The Enhanced Update for Senua Saga Hellblade 2 has arrived, and with it comes new features and enhancements for you to explore. Very high settings. When the game launched last year, we offered low, medium, and high graphics presets. With this update, we've made some select visual enhancements to take advantage of more newer, powerful hardware, which you can enable our new very high graphics preset. Rather than dialing everything up, our team carefully considered what we can make the most impactful improvements for a visual quality bump at a reasonable performance cost. The result sees more detailed and accurate shadows, improved anti-aliasing, better post-processing such as depth of field, motion blur, and bloom. Very high will also offer increased view distances and improved volumetrics. For those with the hardware that supports it, we've also included DLSS 4 and multi-frame gen to boost frame rates. Steam Deck. Steam Deck has achieved verified compatibility. Now, some games will achieve verified compatibility and they're still kind of janky on the deck. I don't know how well Hellblade 2 is going to be running at this stage of the game on the deck. Whenever it's a true next-gen title like the PS5, Xbox Series era games, and those are deck verified, I always find that to be rather impressive, and those are the ones that are usually a little bit more dicey on getting running on the deck. Like when it's a PS4 era game, it's usually pretty smooth sailings. PS5 era games, that's when you get into a little bit of trouble. Deck performance at launch was an out-of-the-box experience, so players would find themselves needing to tweak the settings to achieve optimal performance. We've now made the game deck aware, so the game will now automatically select the best settings for the hardware. We've also found some CPU performance improvements for a better game experience on the deck. Once you've completed the game, you'll now unlock 2 new ways to experience Senua's story. Select dev commentary to hear from our team. I always love that, to get insight from the development team. I know that's not something everybody cares about, and honestly, very few nerds like me care about it, but I always like hearing insight from the development studio. Like, as much as I hate Naughty Dog at times with how they took The Last of Us, I did appreciate them having the development commentary with the remastered releases of those games, giving you insight on why they make the decisions that they make. I think that's always a cool layer to explore as far as game development goes. You'll learn about the craft care and creative decisions that went into making Senua Saga Hellblade 2. For those looking for a challenge, Dark Rot mode will truly put your skills to the test. Not only is the combat harder in this mode, but die too many times and the Dark Rot will consume Senua, wiping your progress. For the virtual photographers, we've added some new photo mode features to push your creativity even further. Motion, ambient sounds, and music can now be added to your captures. We've also made some improvements to a range of settings to make sure you have the tools you need to capture incredible images from the game. And given this game is a technical marvel, that is quite a cool addition there as well, as far as implementing some photo mode improvements. And Senua Saga 2 is Senua Saga Hellblade 2, I should say, is a game that you really should play Senua's Sacrifice first, Hellblade 1. That game is quite compelling, and it goes on sale all the time for like south of $10. And Senua Saga 2, I would say when it's on sale for like $20 or so, if you don't want to play through Game Pass, might be a good pickup then. Again, $50 just a little bit hefty in my eyes. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Peak gets a major free update, the Mesa update. With that, a big deal, 38% off for $4.95, and Senua Saga Hellblade 2 gets a huge free update as well, the Enhanced Edition update. Check that out. Again, either Game Pass or wait for it to be a little bit cheaper. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.